Hello scholars, today we're going to read a story about a goat. It was inspired by an Irish festival, and the book is entitled King Puck by Michael Garland. Dedicated to my grandfather, Michael Carney. "Ah, Finny," Seamus said to his goat, "we're so lucky. Our mountain is the most beautiful in all of Ireland." It was beautiful, but it was lonely. Only the wee fairies lived nearby. Seamus had no one to talk to but his goat. At night, Seamus liked to read the stories of Finn MacCool. The goat loved when the hero giant tasted the magic salmon and gained the gift of wisdom. Finny wanted to be wise too. "These stories are a joy, but wouldn't some new books be wonderful?" Seamus asked. Then he sighed, wishing for an answer. The fairies began to pity the sad farmer and his goat. One night, while Seamus was asleep, they cast a spell. The next morning, Seamus got the shock of his life. When he said, "Good morning," to Finny, the goat said, "Good morning, ma," right back. Then Finny said, "I'm famished. What a lovely day it is. The river is up. I wonder if the trout are biting." "How did you learn to speak?" Seamus asked. "I don't know," replied Finny. "Perhaps I learned from you, ma." Seamus was happy, but the fairies weren't finished with their plan. Later that day, the two friends discovered a handbill. "The King Puck Festival? Ma, what is that?" Finny asked. "The judges picked the best goat to crown King Puck, the only king in Ireland. It's just for one day, but it's quite an honour." "Let's go," cried Finny. Seamus hastily packed some food and proudly brushed Finny's hair. "You'll be named King Puck for sure," he exclaimed. Happy and hopeful, they talked and walked all day and night down the mountain path. "Look at all those ribbons and flags," Seamus said to Finny as they crossed the bridge into Killorglin. "And the music. Splendid," Seamus remarked. Finny clacked his hoofs in time to a fancy jig. Suddenly, the music stopped as the farmers and their grand goats entered the square. Now feeling ordinary and a little foolish, Finny joined Seamus at the end of the line. The judges were less than impressed with Finny. They turned to walk away when he stepped forward. "May I please have another chance?" he asked. "I'd like to recite the tale of Finn MacCool." The people of Killorglin had heard the story before, but never told by a goat. When Finny completed the tale, the crowd went wild. The judges had no choice. They picked Finny to be King Puck. With great fanfare, Seamus and Finny led a parade through the narrow streets of town. The crowd cheered as the mayor of Killorglin placed a gold crown on Finny's head. "I name thee King Puck, the only king in Ireland," he proclaimed. "King Puck, it is my pleasure as mayor to grant you one wish." "What will it be? Gold? Silver? A mountain of hay?" Finny glanced at Seamus. He knew what they wanted the most. "Books, ma," he said. "We'd like nothing more than books, ma." The crowd cheered, and Finny felt as wise as Finn MacCool. Seamus and Finny never wanted for another book or better company. Once a week, Miss Margaret Mary Carney, the librarian from Killorglin, drove up the steep mountain with a fresh bag of books. King Puck got his wish, and the fairies were happy too. The end. Well, the festival of King Puck is thought to have started in the 17th century. Some people say it was a pagan ritual just carried down. But whatever it is, isn't the story of King Puck a wonderful story about a goat? Until next time, go out and do great things.